Hey guys, it's Futari. I officially hate OBS. I wasted about 2 hours setting this up, so I hope that you guys get some enjoyment out of this video. I just want to take you guys through my general workflow, as well as some of the techniques that I use. My boy Belly hit me up the other day. He told me that he needed me to sample the Moesha theme song, load it into Logic right now. I might mess around with Serato Studio and do some stem isolation. For right now, I'm going to listen to it and see which parts of it I want to sample.
It's me.
I remember I was leaning towards this one or the third one. I've listened to it through. We're gonna go with the third one. I'm going to see if I can remove the drums in Serato Studio. That's something I've been doing a lot lately. It just makes it way easier to remove drums and other transients like that. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, dog. The industry greats, they use it. Just go with it, okay? All right, let me try to get these drums out and see how bad it sounds. Sometimes it sounds really bad. Let's drop in our samples. Really, this is all I need right here. I'm gonna be a loser and compress the shit out of it. Perfect. Now it's way louder. Remember, kids, real musicians just compress their shit, okay? We're gonna slice it manually. And there we go, we got first chop already. Alright, those are the chops I want. Now I'm just gonna play with the pitch. Oh, so sick, I'm dying. Yep, that's it. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed it up, but then I'm gonna use some plugins to, because I like this key it's in right now. Unless it's in C. Never compose in C major, guys. Don't do it. But I really like it, so I'm gonna increase the speed, but then later I'm gonna go back and make it back down to this key. I have been making beats since 2012, and I just learned about this plugin. Perfect. Alright, we're just gonna hop into drums right now. When I'm making a sampled beat, I usually chop up the sample and then just go straight into drums. It's very rare that I handle 808 or any melodies or anything yet, until I got that bounce locked in. No live snare on this one, guys. Sorry. Something I do like to do is just highlight 8-bar loops, and get going with my drums. I don't write most of my drums in. I usually like to play it live and then quantize it. It's just what I do. It's what I've been doing. I don't know what part of the drums I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna just see what happens. There's a method to my madness. Except for when that bullshit happens, God. That's the drum pattern. What I like to do is I like to have 2 to 3 different unique drum patterns. Sometimes it's a totally different pattern entirely, usually the same sounds. Sometimes I just like to switch, even just like a little thing. That's something I like to do when I'm making simple beats, just to like keep it from getting boring. So like I'm gonna modify the hats a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of a time-consuming process, but this is just how I make my, and I like what I make. So just because somebody's doing something a certain way doesn't mean you have to do it that way. It's whatever works for you. Start doing some hi-hat rolls. Wow, I have not saved yet. Rookie mistake right there, potentially. Especially while recording a video. What kind of sensei am I? Sometimes I honestly just randomly paste it and just see how it sounds. Never pay for drum kits. You can get anything for free on Reddit. Oh, I've been neglecting this open hat. Just like that, we got 2 parts. I'm gonna copy paste this. We're gonna make this a bit different. Alright, so we got 3 distinct drum patterns now. Let's find out what key this bad boy is in. I was about to say, imagine after all that talking, this thing was in C. It's not in C. Gonna record this in a piano roll and then find an 808 that I like. I'm gonna quantize because I'm a musical cheater. Something I like to do a lot too, just like my drums. I also like to alternate 808s either patterns or just a totally different sample itself. I'm thinking a different sample itself for this. Something you want to make sure that you're doing when you're using two 808s is to make sure that they aren't overlapping at any point, because it's just going to sound muddy and awful. And let's do another pattern with this kind of 808 just to make it a little bit different. So it's hitting, every section's hitting different, every section has its own personality. It's going to inspire the rapper or the listener to, I don't know, but it's going to sound, but okay, just go with it. Alright guys, drastic decisions are being made right here. I don't like that pattern anymore. Just because you've had something in the project for 30 minutes doesn't mean you need to go with it, bruh. You can forge your own destiny. Another decision I'm making now, I think I'm a vamp and I want to do the opium 808 instead. Good choice. Good choice. Gonna try to see if we can do a little switch up in the sample pattern here. Alright, there we go. We got that third bass line there. I'll let it ride for a little bit. I'm gonna start EQing the drums too a little bit. Alright, let's get into making this different but with the same pieces. That's something I tend to do a lot with some of these more simple beats. Little arrangement tricks, even just bits of silence, even for a moment, can really add a lot of energy and character. One of my favorite things to do with 808s is sort of like a late drop. Just to make this a little bit different, because I'm not like other boys. We're gonna add some more personality to this. Okay. We're gonna put another 808 note there, and the other 808 where that little ba-da-da was on the 808 pattern above. I am pretty happy with how the beat sounds. Let me just check to see how long it is. Minute 35, damn. This beat's gotta be a bit longer. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. There we go. I already have all these different sounds. Now I want to make some room for the drums. Alright, cool. So there we go. That's going to be the end of that track. A lot of gaps and spaces in some of these 808s, and definitely in the drums up here. I really want to do some different stuff with this sample. I really like it's a street plugin. Even the stock, like this stock one is pretty good too. Might honestly just go with that. Alright, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drag in risers, some whooshes and shit like that. Sort of just avoid those overused ones. I'm gonna put you on some game right now. Selena Gomez drum kit, for whatever reason, is amazing. The Charlie XCX drum kit is also really good. Almost all of these in the stash kit are from that kit. Just want something really quick. You can also use like sound effects, like I know people really like that, like car crash, police siren one. And the last real thing I have to do is go through these 808s. I'm gonna bounce them all in place because I like the pattern, I like the volume they're at, and now I can make sure that they don't bleed into each other. They honestly get out of each other's way for the most part, but then there's this little piece that's still snagging behind there, where this has already started to come in right there. So that's a no-no, you can't have that happen. So what I do is I scissors, and then where that one comes in, we're gonna use scissors again over there. Gonna erase all this negative space. Gonna just do that for the rest of this pattern, and we'll be good. So that took potentially decades off my life, but now they're with each other. They're leaving each other alone. They're giving each other their space. What I'm going to do now is just solo these 808s and make sure that there's no unnecessary clicking at the end of them. Which means I'm going to have to go through each and every one of these and fade out the end very slightly. Alright, holy I'm on the brink of death right now. I'm sure there's a quicker way to do it. No more clicks, no more clashing 808s. We're going to give it one final listen through, sort of mix some more bits and pieces as I'm going, and then show you what I do for mixing at the very end. Last thing I'm going to do in terms of actual mastering, the only thing I really add is a limiter. This one I think I want the 808s to clip. I like how that sounds. All I did on this track was 808s, drums, and I just chopped up the sample. Don't let anybody cyberbully you into thinking that, oh, I need all these layers in my beat, all these other instruments if I'm sampling something. Bro, you don't. Just do whatever feels right. I'm gonna send this over to Belly, see if he's messing with it. Check out his new project, All Girls Love Belly. It's streaming on all platforms. I'll put a link in my description. Also down below, I'm gonna put my BeatStars and my Track Train store. I also post beats to my channel. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know what kind of type beat this is. I don't really know what I'm gonna title this video. But let me know if you want to see any more tutorials, if you want to see me live stream any of my cookups, if you want me to go in more in depth about anything. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope to see y'all here again sometime soon.
I just can't take this anymore.